Hey everybody, and welcome back to my Wifestyle. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. First of all, I do want to make a little bit of an announcement and an update for my channel. I know a lot of you guys really enjoy my coupon videos, and I will be having some coming up soon. I am also going to incorporate kind of deal alerts throughout my week for you guys. And that's something that I just feel like, rather than doing big hauls every week, which I will do some here and there, I feel like also sharing those single deals that I get using coupons, or, you know, basically paying for nothing, like when it comes to a deal, I just really want to share those a lot sooner than maybe a Thursday, because my time to coupon is Wednesdays. I wish I had time to do it earlier in the week, but sometimes I just don't. And I want to get those deals to you guys as soon as I see them, whether it be a sale on something like home decor at Target, or whether it be a grocery item at CVS, you know, whatever it may be. I just kind of want to make a single video. I'm also going to be doing some baby product reviews, as you guys have seen, because I am pregnant. And also, I want to do some more kind of household items that have made my life a lot easier since being pregnant as far as cleaning goes. So you will be seeing some videos like that as well. So if you guys are interested in all of that and you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. Also, thank you guys so much to all of you new viewers. I did hit 500 subscribers, which I was so surprised, because I started this channel 2 years ago and didn't really have a direction, so I never did anything with it. And being that I just kind of came up with like a plan this last month, I think that's such a huge accomplishment that 500 of you guys want to watch my videos, and I'm so grateful that you guys click that button and that you guys tune in every time I upload. So those are just my quick announcements. For this video, I'm actually going to talk about tips to either relieve or to avoid morning sickness. So if you guys are interested in that, keep on watching. So in this video, like I mentioned, I am going to be talking about morning sickness, because everybody totally dreads that part of pregnancy. And being that this is my first child, I did a lot of research as soon as I found out I was pregnant. I was lucky that I found out at about 3.5 weeks, so morning sickness doesn't usually set in until about 5 or 6 weeks, and that's when most women find out that they are pregnant. I'm just a freak, and I knew that something was wrong with my body, like something was different, and I just assumed, and I was correct. So I kind of did some research, and then I also just kind of incorporated things into my life that helped me, and I didn't experience any morning sickness throughout my first trimester. I had 1 week of morning sickness, my 13th week, and it's because I skipped one of my kind of steps in my regimen, which I will share with you guys. So one of the first things that I want to talk about is prenatal vitamins. So prenatal vitamins are definitely an essential during pregnancy. We need them to keep the baby healthy. You need that folic acid to help, you know, to prevent defects for the babies, and also just to keep yourself healthy. And I chose the Spring Valley Adult Gummy Prenatal Multivitamins. This has DHA and folic acid. Now these are gummies, as you can see, and the reason I chose these is because I did a lot of research. One thing that really increases morning sickness in women is their pregnancy prenatal vitamins, and it's very rough on the stomach. So if you're somebody that doesn't really take vitamins and you just started taking vitamins during pregnancy, it can be very rough on the stomach. A lot of women get diarrhea, they feel nauseous afterwards. So I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I take my vitamins, because I do take a compilation of vitamins, this is not the only one that I take, because I do have health issues aside from being pregnant, but you know, I find that my stomach does feel a little bit nauseated within an hour of taking them. So tip number 1 is to find a prenatal vitamin that is easy on the stomach. So I read that this brand is very easy, but I will warn you, they are gummies. So if you're not having much of an appetite, it may be difficult to take these, but I didn't find that it was, even though I was having a lot of food aversion. So this was not hard for me to take, but I'm gonna tell you, now that I'm in my 2nd trimester, I'm getting sick of taking these. So when this bottle is finished, I'm going to switch to a pill form, now that I'm past that kind of food aversion, kind of hump. Because regardless if you have morning sickness or not, you still have food aversions, you still feel kind of like yucky a little bit. But these definitely help me out, so that's one of my tips. So speaking of vitamins and taking your vitamins and possibly feeling nauseated, my other tip is to take your vitamins at night. So what I do is I take my vitamins maybe an hour before bedtime, even sometimes, you know, 30 minutes before I plan to go to bed. So that way, if I do feel nauseated, I'm nauseated in my sleep, my stomach may be a little bit upset while I'm asleep, so I won't notice. Because I notice if I take them a little bit earlier and then I stay awake longer, I will kind of feel that nauseating feeling kind of set in. Even if like I'm over that first trimester hump, I will still feel it kind of set in, and I'm like, ugh, like it's just that vitamin-y kind of feeling. If you guys take vitamins, you may know what I'm talking about. So I highly recommend taking them at night before going to bed, because you're gonna avoid that feeling altogether. Now another one of my tips, if you're feeling nauseated from smells, which is something that I felt during pregnancy, definitely keep some fresh lemon around. It's recommended online and it does work to smell a lemon. If you smell something that just kind of sets you off a little bit, smell a fresh lemon. It kind of cleanses your nose a bit, and it really does work. So just kind of keep fresh lemons around, even if you have to take, you know, a half of a lemon with you around the house in a baggie or something, just so you can kind of get a whiff. Because I know during my 13th week, just smelling my dog, and you know, I just bathed her, but her little doggy smell just really made me gag. There was just a lot of different like scents that just did not agree with me. So smelling something fresh really helps. Another thing that really helped me during my first trimester was smoothies. So I did have, like I said, a little bit of a period where I was feeling a little nauseated from scents and not feeling very well. And I turned to fruit smoothies at my mother's suggestion because I was kind of not feeling like I had much of an appetite. It's not that I wanted to throw up, I just didn't feel like eating very much. And I just feel like that freshness of the fruit and the cold drink just really helped to like fill my stomach. It just made it so easy to drink. It was so nutritious because it's just chock full of vitamins. You can add whatever you want to a smoothie. You can put kale, you can put yogurt, but I just did simple fruit smoothies with a little bit of juice just to make it refreshing and easy for me to drink. So, and I even put some ice in there so it had a little bit of crunch, so you have some texture. So definitely play around with smoothies if you're having a hard time eating. Find something that you like, or if you're craving a certain fruit, just turn it into a smoothie. It's easier to eat, it's easier to keep down, and plus you're giving the baby some vitamins and nutrients that you would have not otherwise given the baby by not eating at all. And last but not least, my secret weapon is vitamin B6. So I did read that this is a pill that you can take, which is a vitamin, and again, I'm not a doctor, but you would need to speak to your doctor to make sure that this is okay for you. But I did read that vitamin B6 really helps in aiding in preventing morning sickness. So I coincidentally got my blood work done for my health issues around the time that I got pregnant, and I noticed that my B6 was low. So that was really odd to me because it had never been low. So I'm thinking, and I'm not sure if this is true, that when we're pregnant, our B6 kind of drops and maybe that's what causes the nausea. But I started taking my B6, and the time that I felt sick is when I skipped this. I skipped it for a few days because I was kind of already getting sick of these. I was getting sick of just swallowing so many pills at night. I just was over it, and I just thought, okay, I'll just skip my B6, and I skipped another vitamin that I take as well. Well, skipping this, I did feel sick for 2 days, and definitely I don't recommend skipping it if you are taking it, because after I kind of got back on track with it, I didn't feel sick again. So anytime that I did skip this though, I did feel nauseated, or I felt morning sicknessy the next day, because I did skip it just quite a few times, maybe like 2 or 3 times, and all 3 times I felt sick. So I definitely recommend vitamin B6. Again, if you are pregnant, talk to your doctor first and make sure that it's okay, because doctors may recommend different things for you. And my last tip is to stay hydrated. Definitely stay hydrated. It's easier to keep things down when you're hydrated. A lot of people don't realize that. When we're dehydrated, our body tends to throw up more. I read that in an article somewhere, and I definitely believe it's true. When I have the flu or I have anything that has to do with nausea and vomiting, I try to keep as hydrated as I can, and I try to eat little things as much as I can. And even though you don't want to, definitely just try to keep as much water in your system as you can. It really does help to keep the amniotic fluid clean, especially if you're further into pregnancy and you still have morning sickness. The baby starts to drink the amniotic fluid as well, and it does start to urinate in that. So you want to stay nice and hydrated, so that way your body's replacing that fluid every 3 hours with fresh, nice, hydrated water. So I'm not really sure how true that is, but I just think to myself, I don't want my baby to have dirty amniotic fluid. Like, I just imagine, like, you know, a dirty fish bowl with a little eyeball swimming by. So I don't want my baby to have dirty fluid. So I just tend to drink a lot of water. But those are my tips on how I avoided morning sickness. If you guys have any other tips, feel free to leave them down below for other expecting moms who are maybe watching this video. And I hope that my tips work well for you. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!